at the state fair with my friends, and I'm so excited to be here. The fairgrounds are on top of this really pretty grassy hill, and as we walk through the entrance, I can see so many different parts of the fair. I see this big Ferris wheel off in the distance as I look past all of the different booths in front of me. Everything is so colorful and lit up. It just reminds me of pure happiness, and I have the biggest smile on my face as I'm walking on the dirt path in between all of these colorful booths. There's a few things that my friends and I said that we want to have on the agenda, but really, we're just going to walk through and see anything that we can. There's no rush, and that's absolutely perfect. I stopped by this art display table where one of the local artists has all of her paintings up. We walk through her little gallery and look at all of her gorgeous artwork. There's a picture that I like in particular. It's framed in black, and it's a landscape of this beautiful forest at night. The sky is lit up with pinks and purples and a swirling blue. It almost looks like it's sparkling in the background, and you can see the silhouette of white trees, which I can only guess means that snow has fallen on them. I stare into the picture, and it's like a quiet little escape for a moment. I can feel both the coolness of the snow from the picture and the warmth of the sun on my back at the fair. I tell the artist it's such a unique experience when you can feel like you're really there, and I know that she appreciates it because she smiles when I say it. We keep walking through the gallery, and I'm just having such a peaceful time, just taking my time looking at everything. As I leave her booth, I go on to explore a few more artists' galleries. Somebody has made all of these little creatures out of tin. There's these cute little animals, and even something that looks like a scarecrow. It's holding a metal broom in its hand. I'm just so in awe of the raw talent all around me, all these different kinds of art. Paintings, sculpture, music, baked goods, and even somebody who makes their own wine. All of this is an art. Each booth is so unique looking, and it's so nice to just stroll past and see all the smiling faces. You can tell that they're so proud of their creations, and that just warms my heart. After walking for a little while, we decide that we want to pick somewhere to eat and sit down and just kind of people watch and enjoy our time together. The sun is up in the middle of the sky, but it's a cool enough day that it's going to be so comfortable and so soothing sitting out there. As we start walking up to all the different food booths, I start to smell the aroma of all of these different foods cooking. And I think to myself, this is an art as well. Look at all of the different fusions and types of food all around us. There's a Greek booth that has falafel and lamb, pita and hummus. Oh, it smells out of this world. As we look to our right, we see a dessert booth where they're frying everything. I see this man in this red striped hat dipping an Oreo into this batter and then putting it in the oil. I see this white sign with black lettering, and it says Twinkies, Oreos, pizza, hot dogs. We are just laughing at all of these different fried creations. One of them even says butter, and we just are almost in tears laughing at the thought of how ridiculous and funny that is. I think I want something a little bit lighter, so we smile as we walk by and nod our heads, and we keep going. Straight ahead of me, I see a booth that says it's this Tex-Mex fusion barbecue, and I'm really intrigued by that. The booth kind of winds around a corner, and the sides of it are colored in this yellow color with blue and red writing in cursive. I walk up and I look at all the different options, and it says that they have a mac and cheese barbecue pulled pork sandwich. And I say to myself, I don't even need to look at anything else. That is what I need right now. So I order my sandwich, and they put it in this red and white checkerboard container made out of paper. It can barely even contain the sandwich because it's so big. It's the size of both of my hands put together. I feel so much excitement and joy in this moment. I cannot wait to try this. My friends and I find a table, and it's facing out towards one of the main pathways at the fair. We wonder if anything is going to be going on while we're eating, so we feel like this is the perfect spot to be. Straight ahead of me over the booths, I can see the Ferris wheel and a little roller coaster. And if I could call this day anything, it would just be fun. I unwrap my sandwich, and I can feel the white paper around it uncrinkle as I'm opening it up. Some steam comes out of the sandwich, and it is just so soothing and warm, and it smells delicious. All of my friends are looking at me in anticipation of this bite because I definitely got the coolest thing out of everybody. It's triple decker. On the bottom of the sandwich, it's white bread, and then the pulled pork, which looks like it's absolutely perfectly cooked. You can tell that they really took the time to build the flavors and slow cook it, and it smells really smoky. In the middle, there's another layer of bread, and then on the top, it's this creamy orange mac and cheese with another piece of bread over. I know the sandwich is going to be a little bit messy, and that's the fun of it. So I have this stack of napkins next to me ready to go. I take half the sandwich in my hands, and the bread feels like it's toasted. It's a little bit crumbly. And so I try to push it down a little bit with my fingertips. And I take a big bite of this glorious sandwich. Oh my goodness, the smokiness and the acidity of the barbecue sauce mixes with the sweetness and little bit of spice. It melds perfectly with the flavor of the mac and cheese, which is so creamy. It's made with sharp cheddar, and so it gives you that little bit of a bite that goes perfectly with the pulled pork. The consistency even just works. The crunchiness of the bread and the softness of the mac and cheese all together. If there was a perfect bite of food, it would be this. All the flavors, all the textures. My friends can see that I'm just in heaven. Some of them are laughing and smiling as some of the sandwich plops down into the container underneath. I'm glad I got a fork because I know I'm going to be picking some of this up at the end when I'm done. I'm having such a fabulous time. These friends are so easy to be with. I just love how we're just kind of rolling with the punches and doing whatever, we feel like it at the time. As we're sitting and eating, I start to hear the sound of music. It's coming from the left side of the pathway. And so we all kind of look at each other with this wondering what's going to come around the corner. And then over some of the booths, we see these flags rising up and down. And we see a big banner come around the corner. It's a marching band. It must be one of the local high schools. The music is fantastic. It's almost as if the notes are going up into the air and sinking down into us and bringing the joy and the talents of each individual person with them. I reflect for a moment on how this is also art. Everything that we've done today is art. The sandwich, the way it looked, the way it tasted was art. Watching these band members and how proud of themselves they are. Listening to the sounds of each individual instrument. The percussion, the horns, all blending together. Everybody working together to make this beautiful music. We just all feel so special to be here in this moment and have this fun day together.